The biggest Clinton critic is almost certainly Republican candidate Carly Fiorina, former head of Hewlett-Packard, who joins us now. And Ms. Fiorina, welcome back to Fox News Sunday.
Good morning, Chris. Thank you for having me.
You have taken special delight in going after Hillary Clinton. You have set up a website called ReadyToBeatHillary.com. You held a news conference this week outside the South Carolina hotel where she was speaking. You say that Hillary Clinton is playing the gender card, but aren't you also playing that card when you say that you can attack her more effectively than any male candidate can?
Well, actually, I haven't said that. Perhaps others have. What I have said is that I come from a world where titles are just titles and talk is just talk. And the questions that I'm raising about Hillary Clinton, I take no delight in them. I'm concerned. You know, it is entirely legitimate when someone is running for the presidency of the United States to ask whether they are being transparent, whether they are trustworthy, whether they have a track record of leadership. Hillary Clinton has demonstrated over and over again that she is not transparent. Her leadership as Secretary of State has placed us in grave danger around the world. These are entirely legitimate questions, and they are questions that I would ask of her on the general debate stage. Questions that must be asked of her because the American people need to hear her answers.
Here was Hillary Clinton this week. Take a look.
I'm aware I may not be the youngest candidate in this race, but I have one big advantage. I've been coloring my hair for years.
Ms. Fiorina, what do you think of Hillary Clinton?
Well, first of all, setting the accent aside, I think that was kind of a cute little hair, too. I'm happy to have hair since I didn't for a period after battling cancer. But look, I think Hillary Clinton has indeed devoted her life to public service. She's a hardworking, intelligent woman. But I also think, honestly, she and Bill Clinton are the personification of what 82% of Americans now consider the professional political class that is more concerned about preserving its power and its privilege than it is about doing the people's business. It's why 82% of the American people now think we need people from outside of the professional political class to serve in public office. Ours was intended to be a citizen government by, for, and of the people. And so she will clearly be the nominee of the Democrat Party, and our nominee must take the fight to her, because we need to defeat Hillary Clinton in 2016, and then we need someone in the Oval Office who can actually do the job.
We in the news business never like to be the story, but Fox News is going to be conducting the first presidential debate in Cleveland on August 6th, and our bosses have decided to limit the debate to the top 10 Republican candidates in the national polls at that time. A couple of questions for you. First of all, do you think that's fair? And secondly, how important is it to your campaign to be on that debate stage?
Well, as I've said before, I'm pleased that Fox News announced the goals. I think clarity is important. It's my job to work hard to achieve the goals as they've been laid out, and I'm confident I'll be on that debate stage. And of course, it is important for my campaign. You know, in a recent Fox News poll, over 50% of the American people had never heard my name. That's because I haven't been in politics all my life. And so, of course, a debate is an opportunity for many more American people to get a look at me and understand who I am and what I believe in and what I would do as president of the United States.
You had been campaigning the traditional way, spending a lot of time in the states that vote early, such as Iowa. Now, to base this on national polls, is that going to change your strategy going forward?
No, not really. You know, I spent yesterday in Delaware helping to raise money for the Delaware GOP. I'm today in New Mexico, where I was last night, with a big fundraiser for the GOP, as well as raising money. So we will continue to work very hard, make sure we have the fuel to run. But the early states, of course, are important. It's important to build momentum in Iowa. We are. It's important to build momentum in New Hampshire and South Carolina. We are. So my job is to continue to work very hard to make sure the American people understand who I am, what I believe in, what I'll fight for. And it's why I have been so accessible to the press. I've now answered probably close to 500 on-the-record questions in 3 weeks since I launched my campaign.
Well, let's talk about